So this Sunday is both, the focus is both on love, and it's also the Sunday closest to the Feast of Valentinus. And I found it interesting when I was reading the lesson and gospel of both of those days that the lesson of the Valentinus goes so well with today's lesson and gospel. Because what it felt like was that all three of the readings that were read today were all getting at the same thing from different angles, which is basically that whatever you do it with purpose and with true love and compassion. I think one of the best examples actually came in while I was performing the service today, which is that I think all, or at least most of us, have been to a service somewhere where it felt like the priest was making all of the motions, but nothing was actually happening. And that sort of thing has always felt empty to me, which is why when I came to, originally I came to Seattle, but when I came to this church as a whole, I was amazed and blown back by the fact that when Sam just made the sign of the cross, it was like energy and light, and like I could just, it's like, it was like, I'm in the right place. And I think a lot of life is like that. I mean, even in like giving money to organizations, like there are some who donate because they want something out of it, or they think it'll make them look like a good person. And, you know, on a certain level, as long as they're not doing something nefarious, externally, it may not be as obvious or noticeable, or maybe even as important as some other things. But a lot of this, internally, you're not going to get much back out of it. And if gone to extremes, it can make the world a worse place. One of the examples was some of the kids who survived a school shooting in Florida were trying to pass legislation. There were some folks who just donated because they wanted help. And there were others who were donating, but would only donate if certain things were met or certain things were done. They refused to do that because they didn't want to, they wanted to pass something that would actually help people instead of take money that would make them do things that were, I don't even know what, because they didn't go into it. But so I think it's important that whenever we do something in the world, or even something for ourselves, we figure out whether it's because we want something out of it, whether we have true passion and love and thoughts for the surrounding community, or even prayer, for instance. If I pray or do the rosary and my heart and my soul isn't really in it, I'm just reciting a bunch of words. It's the intent and the emotion and the passion behind it that mean more than the words in most cases. I've actually, when I didn't know what to say in the past, mostly did this in the 20s, I would just start saying complete gibberish because it was the only way I knew how to get the emotion out of what I was feeling, because I didn't have words for it. And like with most things, you have to find a balance of, you have to have something for your mind to grasp hold of sometimes. And sometimes your heart just needs to talk. And I guess what I'm trying to say is be more mindful sometimes of what your heart is saying and it's behind what you're doing. And so with that, may the love of the Lord Jesus always be in your heart, and May the Lord, uh, go with you. Amen.